Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Fan Cam Commentary. This is episode 8. Today we're going to be taking a look at Stunning Steve Austin versus Sting. This is from a 1994 WCW house show, and I'm excited to show you guys this one today. As you see Steve Austin making his way out to the ring right now. Coming out to what is my favorite theme music of all time, actually, in professional wrestling. I love that old Hollywood Blondes theme song that he's coming out to. Coming into the ring methodically, a little slowly, pandering to the crowd a little bit there, as Steve Austin's good at. This is previous to Steve Austin. This is shortly before actually leaving WCW, before he was famously fired by Eric Bischoff at the end of his career here in WCW. Went on to do a little stint in ECW where he spent a couple of months. I don't think he was even there a full year before going to the World Wrestling Federation and getting paired up with Ted DiBiase as the ringmaster, and then most importantly before becoming Stone Cold Steve Austin, famously after winning the King of the Ring 1996 and beating Jake the Snake Roberts and cutting that classic Stone Cold promo that really set his legacy after that, honestly. Did you see Sting saying a couple of words to the crowd here tonight? This is kind of both of the franchise players from both respective companies, though, before Stone Cold blew up, of course, but Sting being the franchise of WCW, World Championship Wrestling, and of course Stone Cold Steve Austin being the franchise player of the World Wrestling Federation, you could say, maybe even in history. Nice little weird match here, and there you see a weird little cut there. Whoever the console is that filmed this, whenever this was done, there's a couple of little zoom in and zoom outs randomly. A couple of, like there when Austin was outside of the ring, it looks like he might have cut it until Austin got back into the ring. I watched this beforehand. I don't think we're missing very much of the match, so that's why I wanted to do this one, because it's such a classic match. These guys actually give it hell. This is a pretty good match. This is a little bit of a barn burner. You see these guys collar and elbow tie up there. Side headlock by Sting. Whipped off the ropes. Ducks a clothesline. Ducks a second clothesline. High cross body by Sting. We got to cover 1, 2. 2 count. Arm drag by Sting. Got him up. Austin into the ropes. Austin whips him off. Shoulder tackle. Up and over. Oh, sunset flip. Sting going to get him here. Austin, no. Yes! Got wrenched over. 1, 2. 2 count by Sting. Austin getting him with a schoolboy. He had the trunks there. Another 2 count. Couldn't get him off the ropes. Sting held on. And a big scoop slam by Sting right there in the floor. Starting off, like I said, hot and heavy, folks. This is a good one. Of course, this is Sting before famously becoming the Crow Sting a couple of years prior, actually. Referee of this match, Nick Patrick, there as you see him holding the top rope. Nice little tidbit here. If anybody's ever watches any old WCW or any Nick Patrick matches, take a real close look at him, man. He never stops holding on to the top rope. He handles that top rope like throughout his whole matches. Sometimes he'll hang on to the top rope as he's actually lowering himself to the mat to do a cover. It's real hilarious. There you see him now. He loves hanging on to that top rope. But Nick Patrick, classic referee, legend in the business. As you see, Sting there had a little bit of a rear chin lock. Oh, big back body drop as we zoom in there from the fan that recorded this. But must again, I say this every episode, have been a camcorder in 1994. Another big back body drop by Sting onto Austin. Austin at this time known for bumping like a machine, man. Almost reminiscent of Kurt Hennig, the way he bumps around that ring and outside the ring. Getting a little bit of a breather from Sting, who's had it on him hot and heavy. Leapfrog, but he catches him here off the ropes. Sleeper hold by Steve Austin. No. Sting gets one sleeper of his own. Jawbreaker by Steve Austin. This is my favorite Steve Austin. I love Stone Cold Steve Austin, but Stunning Steve Austin was always my favorite. Of course, holding the tag team titles with Flying Brian Pillman. He was a former United States champion in WCW. Had the big feud with Dustin Rhodes throughout his career in WCW. Numerous good matches there if anybody wants to look up some good battles. Former television champion, of course. He was with the Dangerous Alliance. I'm not sure why he's not with Colonel Parker here. I think he would have probably been with him at this stage in his WCW career. But Stone Cold just... Oh, up and over. Sting might have got caught low there as Nick Patrick's running over to check on Sting. Steve Austin. He might have caught him low there on purpose. He's getting, again, a little bit of a breather, a much-needed breather, because Sting's been in most of the control of this match. Again, thank you for joining me today on Fan Cam Commentaries as I keep these things rolling. Don't forget to subscribe if you're joining in. Please click the little bell below if you do subscribe so you can get notifications when I do future uploads. I'm trying to do at least one or two a week. The last episode I did was the mass transit incident. It will actually not be appearing on YouTube, but it is on Facebook. I've got a link on the trailer that I've posted on Facebook, or on YouTube, excuse me. On my channel, there's about a 55-second trailer, get everybody hyped up for that mass transit incident. And in the description of that video, I'm going to put a link to the Facebook video, which is actually doing pretty well on Facebook currently. But it's again, it's a pretty good one. See Austin in the ring here. He's choking. The referee warning, and Patrick warning Austin because he was choking Sting. Got his trunks pulling him into the corner here. Oh, just lighting up Sting's midsection. One after another, just nailing him, is stunning Steve Austin. Sting, of course, being a former World Championship Wrestling champion, even here. Future, he would hold the world title again. But even at this point, he had been a maybe 2 or 3 time champion in WCW. I think maybe twice. I know he beat Flair, I think 90, and I think 92, he had beaten Vader for the world title. I might be missing one there, excuse me if I am, and please let me know in the comments if you remember one that I'm forgetting there for Sting before this, not after, rather, because I do know he held it in later WCW with the Crow gimmick. He's got an abdominal stretch here. Another move you don't really see much today in professional wrestling. I miss the old abdominal stretch. As Steve Austin here, I'm sure being a heel that he is going to be, as he's wrenching that elbow into the ribs of Sting. Smart. He wants to reach that rope to get the extra leverage here. Nick Patrick's got to keep an eye on that because Steve Austin will do it. Steve Austin, one of the most famous wrestlers, one of the most decorated wrestlers in the history of professional wrestling. Again, once he went to the World Wrestling Federation, he became a world champion there numerous times before retiring because he had numerous injuries. He had a bad neck injury, of course, famously with Owen Hart at SummerSlam '97. When Owen Hart dropped him on his head, hurting him badly. As you see him there, he came off Brett's rope with an elbow, and he went for a cover there, but Nick Patrick actually seen his feet up on the ropes and wasn't going to make that cover. Austin saying he wouldn't do it, it was blatant as day. Another zoom in here by this person recording this. Off the ropes, shoulder tackle again by the Stinger, up and over. And they try to throw him up, but no, we're going to get a back body drop. Stunning Steve flips out, and a big right hand for the effort by Sting, and a big splash, but he catches Austin's knees. Right here in the middle of this WCW house show. Again, this was a good one for the episode, for the channel, for the Fan Cam channel. Thank you again for joining me here. Any time that you spend with the channel is much appreciated. Anything you want to see in the future, I say this every episode now, but let me know. Leave a comment below. Up for anything. As you see, Sting is taking Austin to the top rope here. He's going to want to do a superplex. Austin blocks him with what looked like a headbutt there. Uncharacteristic of Steve Austin. Oh, yeah. Sting sweeps his feet out, and he gets crotched there on the top rope. That cannot feel good. As he's going to suplex him back into the ring. Yes, the Stinger as the crowd's going wild here again in 1994. A little bit of time travel for this episode, as we do for all episodes. Sting's following into the corner, caught a big back elbow for his efforts by Austin, and a power slam, almost like a power slam, kind of a scoop slam, but 1, 2 count by Sting. Going for that big classic Sting elbow. Out of the way is Austin. Sting's hurt. This has been a little bit of an even match. I think Sting might have the upper hand a little bit, but Austin's not done bad at all. Going for a tombstone. Pile driver as Sting's reversing straight out of it. Yeah, we're going to have a reversal here. Oh, dropped Austin right on his head again. Very similar moves, what ended up hurting Austin years later and putting him out of action for a long time, and really did the overall damage for Austin's career. Shortened it anyways. Big Stinger splash out of the way of Steve Austin. Sting hit the turnbuckle. We're going to be winding down here any minute as Austin misses too. Big clothesline by Sting. Sting's firing up here. Thank you again for joining me, folks. Fan cam commentary, much appreciated. Again, subscribe, like, share. Sting gets the 3. That's it. That's a 1, 2, 3. Sting gets the victory here on this WCW house show. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match. What a match. That was a good match. The crowd's going wild. That was a really good match here for this edition of Fan Cam Commentary. Again, Episode 8. Thank you again for joining me. Again, please leave a comment for anything you want to see in the future. And I am up for doing it. I'm not sure what the next episode's going to be. I mentioned on the previous episode I plan on doing a Royal Rumble, a house show Royal Rumble here soon, a World Wrestling Federation Rumble. From Madison Square Garden. We're going to be getting that one going. That'll be a little bit of a longer one. I'm going to have a little bit of help by Buddy. And then, keep these things rolling out. This video is rolling to an end. Sting with the victory against Steve Austin. Stunning Steve Austin. Yeah, thank you, folks. I will see you next time.